Hello, all you imps, pixies, and other fine fae folk. It's me, Michelle, the Hobby Hobbit. This is a channel where we play with different kinds of artsy craftsy things, but we are master of none. To those of you who have just wandered across my channel, I would love it if you would consider giving me a like and a subscribe. It helps my baby channel grow. To those of you who have subscribed and have come back, hi, how are you doing? Welcome back. Right, description box, lots of links to things. Links to channels to support, channels to inspire, products I like. There are also links to a couple Etsy shops that we have some codes for. We have My Scrap Cabin Shop, Hobbit 10 for 10% off. That's beautiful, beautiful seam binding. Tukey Designs, Hobby 75 for 75% off. Do note that Etsy does not stack coupons, so if there is a higher coupon code in place, use that instead of these codes, yeah? And then please check out Vintage Paper by Design. That is June. She's reopening her shop, and she's got some fun stuff going on there, too. So, speaking of Miss June, she sent me my birthday gift early. She knew I'd been wanting to get into doing some of this stuff, and apparently decided that she was going to enable me and send me this. So she sent me this, you guys. So of course, as I said, enable me. I had to go and buy a couple more things to go with it. We all knew I already have all this acrylic paint that I bought last year, but I bought the circle, square, and triangle. And then I also bought the, I think it's the 5x7 and 11x8.5 or something like that. So I got those. I have watched a lot of Carrie the Crafter do his stuff. He uses this one to put the paint on to put onto this. So because I have these wonderful things, I also went and got myself some paper, some 12x12 cardstock and 11x8.5 cardstock. And then I was watching Carrie, and he was talking about how he does some, he does some different things for designs, which was really, really cool, you guys. So I've started tentatively working on some of that. What I mean by that is I have Mod Podged some of this so that we can put paint on it and stamp it, yeah. And I did one in the smaller size because I was thinking the 12x12, this is about 6 inches, so 4 of those would go on there. And I can rotate one this way, one this way, one this way, one this way. You know what I mean. These need to be done because I haven't done those at all. And the back of this one still needs to be painted. I did the front, but the back needs to be painted. And then I did a bunch of these in Mod Podge because we are going to add some fun, cool things to them. Or we're going to try to make some designs and things so that we can start playing with our jelly plate. Now then, having said that, I do need to get to getting these done. Hang on, where's the back? There it is. That one needs the back done. Those two need the full thing. I thought this might be cool to do an edge stamp on it. So I could glue that to one of these, yeah. And then we can have the edging around it. That would be kind of cool, I thought. I also have these I've got a plan for. But I also have these K-cups. And these are really cool in the bottom. So I thought I would mark and then cut them to glue them on. I've been coffee dyeing paper, you guys. I've been coffee dyeing paper, so that's been fun. We've been working on this stuff. Now, I thought I had a bottle. I mean, I guess I could use this as a measuring device. Don't I have a Sharpie in here? I need something that's gonna definitely mark on these K-pods. I don't know if these other markers that I've got are going to do the trick. We can try it and see, but I don't think it's going to work. I thought I had a Sharpie in here. And I'm guessing I don't. Okay, so let's just try this and see. Okay. So the goal is to get this in the same spot all the way around. That'll work enough to cut, I think. Hang on. Now, are those the same height? Yeah, they look like it. Okay. I'll have to be careful not to touch this, but that's the line I'm going to want to cut on so that these all are at the same height, so I can glue them all on and make a fun pattern out of them. You follow me? Like, I am literally going through my house looking for junk that might make fun, interesting patterns. I have a feeling that I've just screwed up. I have a feeling that I've just screwed up. Oh, maybe not. I hear you, puppy. You guys will notice it's quiet in the house today. I have my mom in the nursing home again. I'm starting to get a very high sense of panic because this is the last 15 days that she has for her insurance to pay for a nursing home, unless I can keep her out for 60 days. That has been my goal since I brought her home in Thanksgiving. We've not been able to do so. She is recovering from pretty hefty pneumonia following some a stomach. I think she had food poisoning. So we've come off of a stomach problem straight into pneumonia because she was laying in bed resting because she was so weak. So it was just a catch-22 for poor mom. I'm not gonna lie when I say I am in panic mode because I don't know if everything I've done to save the house is gonna work. I can only hope and pray that it has and will, but I just don't know. I've done everything in my power. So we shall see. We'll find out soon enough. Anyways, the goal of this is to make these fun little designs so that I can kind of print on the jelly plate. I've been watching Carrie the Crafter to get tips, tricks, and ideas like you would not believe. I'm a little afraid to try it, if I'm going to be honest, because one of the things that you have to keep kind of in your mind is that it has to, like, your bottom layer that you're putting on is actually the top layer, and I have a feeling that I'm going to forget that and build upwards this way and forget that the design that I'm trying to create is actually going to be buried. That's what I see happening. Okay, we're going to try and cut this as even as around as possible. That looks like it sits properly. Awesome sauce. Okay, we're going to lock that. Things have been so busy at work, you guys. Like, I am at the point where I can't keep up. I'm between doing like the manager position and doing inventory and sales and then doing my other job on top of it. I'm struggling, you guys. I mean, it's job security for sure, knowing that you're so busy. But it's definitely stressful, especially when I've been worried about my mom. You know, that just doesn't help things. My poor brother's been worried about mom too. He's been working out of town, so that adds to his stress that he couldn't come home, you know. I think this might work, you guys. I mean, I could pause the video and pick back up when I'm done doing all this, but we all know what I'm like with that. I'll either forget and keep going, or my camera will shut off and I'll lose the spot where I was and won't be able to pick it back up. So yeah, you guys are stuck with me cutting this stuff, trying to make it sit as even as possible. Ooh, that's a bad cut. Woof. That is bad. That's bad. That's going to need a lot of trimming. Okay, yeah, that's just getting worse. That's just getting worse. More. Suddenly I've got that song Knock 3 Times going through my head. Don't know where I heard that one from, but it's a riding shotgun in my brain right now. Last one. This one may not work. It might have been cut too low. I'm almost tempted to put these even lower yet. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to cut them even smaller yet. Okay, so we're going to try this. All I want is a bit that I can cut out. There. Now. Yeah, I think I like them better lower. It's not going to take up as much room when I store them, you know what I mean? Bloop. So Mr. Marvel Man has taught Jeffy how to tell me off. So not only is Marvel telling me off now, Jeffy is too. So Jeffy starts telling me off because he wants up on the couch with me when he, now I've found out, can jump on the couch, a little faker. So he wants on the couch, so he's yelling at me. And when I talk to him, Marvel starts yelling at me because I'm not paying attention to Marvel, I'm paying attention to Jeffy. How is that fair? So then Jeffy starts yelling at me again because I'm still not paying attention to him and lifting him on the couch, even though the little faker can jump. We've had him for like 6 years and have been lifting him on that couch that whole time. A little turd. That's got to come down just a little bit more. Yeah, that's more even. Okay. You guys watch any good movies? Seen anything you would recommend? Okay, that's looking better. Yeah, I like this. They're much lower. Let's hope I can get them to stick onto this chipboard. That might be a bit lower than the others. I don't know. I'm not worried about these scissors. These are just some cheap Walmart scissors. That's why I'm okay cutting this plastic with them. Those all feel about the same. I don't think I'm going to do 6. I'm just going to do 5. Okay. So yeah, last weekend, was it last weekend or the weekend before? One of those, it was the weekend before, I had coffee dyed some paper, right? And I'd done splatters on it, and then I wiped the coffee over it once the splatter dried, so it was really nice, and like there was a couple of depths to it. Well, it took so long to dry in the sun because I did so much at once that all of my splatter drops soaked into the regular paper pattern. So that's what I was doing this weekend, is I was resplattering. Yes. I wonder what that is like. That might be fun too though, because that's kind of flat and round. Okay, so before I get rid of these, let's take a look at them. Okay, I'm going to hold off on getting rid of these tops just for a little while, just in case I decide I want them. So those will be set over here. This mess can go in the trash, though. Okay. Can go there. Let's get you back out here. Not 3 times. Some podge of Modge. I can tell that Bug has walked all over this while I had it sitting out drying. Sweet little buglet. What I'm doing here, because this is going to have stuff stuck to it, I want to make sure the cardstock is also waterproofed. So I'm Mod Podging the whole thing. Now yesterday I did do this in sections. I dried one side and then did the other, but we're in a time crunch today. We're filming a video. We're going to see how I can screw this up. And apparently, yeah, that's not going to be a good thing, so we're going to wait. And all I'm doing is I'm just, and this is actually a brush I got from Walmart that is, it's a Mod Podge brush, so. This one I did yesterday, so I can lay that one down. I'm making sure to get the edges. It doesn't take long for the Mod Podge to dry. Okay, set you there. Now I'm debating whether I want to go over this again. I'm looking to see if I've got any loose bits that might booger up. I did do the back, and I did along the edges to try and seal them as best I could. But it's not like I can't make more cardboard later. It's not like that's got to be the only thing. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, this. I'm thinking about Mod Podging around the outside and inside of this, and then cutting it so that it'll be handles for these when I set them down, is my thought. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut these into little handle sizes. They don't have to be perfect. Ooh. There we go. Now we can Mod Podge these to make them a little stronger, because I feel like the Mod Podge strengthens it, you know? Yada? What the heck was a yada? Yada? Well, that was a bit indecent, wasn't it? See how quick it dries? Doesn't take any time at all. Okay, now let's go ahead and this is gonna be messy. I think I got it all on the inside though. Ugh, this is sticky. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay, we're not going to do the insides of them at the same time. Just learned my lesson on that. That just took way too long. Spent more time fiddling with it than I did painting it, and it would be dry by now. So I can come back and catch the insides on the next go around. Yeah. Knock 3 times. Do, 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 do. And I don't know if this is going to work, but it was just a thought I had to make my life a little bit easier anyways. If we had handles for the back of them. So I thought, well, we can try it and see. Right, now. I'm just kind of coming over this top and bottom. There, we're going to let that go. Knock 3 times. Wow, that is really in my head. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's not going to be painted on the inside or anything like that. This is just to help give it a little strength to make sure that all these parts are stuck down since I have cut the roll. That's all it's for, is just to give it a little strength. So a little bug brought me another mouse. Yep. Onto my bed. In the middle of the night, I heard her meowing, and she's got a way she does it when she's got her mouth full with a mouse. But I was like, okay. And it was really hot that day, so I knew the mice were probably going to be coming in from the heat. Like when it's really cold, they try to come in from the cold, but when it's really hot, they also want to come in from the heat. So when she meowed that way, I was like, yep, she's got a mouse. So I picked her up, tossed her on the floor, got her out of my room. And then she's like beating on my door, meowing at me because she wants to be in to show me. And I'm like, you're a good girl, but I found, and this may be hateful of me, this may be hateful, but it's the natural order of things. I have found that when she is locked outside my room, she will kill them quicker. So they're not running around. She doesn't let them loose and they're not running around. She's not playing with them. And she eats them, don't worry. All but like the kidney, then she leaves that for me to step on. If I don't know where she's killed it. If I can catch it quick enough, I just throw it away before she gets a chance to eat it, but she does eat them. She's my little mouser for sure. And I know that she's bringing me presents, so I tried to tell her thank you, but please just not on the bed, ma'am. Not on the bed. Okay, those are all painted now, glued, Mod Podged. Right, I'm gonna let those dry. I'm gonna go and wash this off, wash my hands off, yeah? I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, I've got some foam that Carrie was making designs and things with. So I was like, well, I can do that. But where are my... where'd they go? I want to try something and see if this might work. Nope. Okay, let's see. I'll do a couple test runs on this and see. I just got this at Joann's. Excuse me. Just picked this up at Joann's. It was 89 cents. This is just little foam, yeah? Okay. I'm just checking to make sure that they're not stuck on here. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going to loosen them so they don't get stuck. I can fold that over a little bit, and that gives us a little bit more room to work. Okay. Now my thought was we can do yep, this is going to work. Okay, good. And then these, I'm not worried if they're dead center or not. So we can put some with the holes in them, and then we can do some come on, get out of there. 4, 5. Okay. Like I said, I don't mind if these are not in the same spot for the hole. I don't really care about that. That might be fun. Try that. Not all of these will work, but you never know. You never know. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1. 2. Okay. Now then, with these three, we're going to do this punch. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, that might have been a bad idea. Come on, you gotta get in there. Come on, get in there where I need you to be. There we go. And again, I don't care if these are off center. It'll just make it for more interesting design. Yeah, that'll make for some interesting stuff. Come on, get out of there now. Okay, yeah, that's gonna make for some interesting things. Now, we're going to go for the big boy. Ooh, the big boy. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got a bunch of these little ones. Okay, static electricity is kicking these off. Stay. Put you guys over there. Let's try and do a few more of these. One, two, three. Should not have put that there. Don't put that there. Now we want this big guy. We can get rid of that little bit there. And you can go. And you can go. Right. Okay. Now, I mean, ideally I'd like this to be completely even if I'm going to use it like I want to, but if not, it is what it is, right? Okay, so we've got these pieces here that we can play with. Let's start trying to glue some of these on and see what we come up with. These I'm going to save for later. Okay, now I do have one long skinny one. That might work for that. Do I want to try and get that even though? Nope, not going to use those. I'll use these. Ooh, that makes it thin. Okay. Looks a bit better. That's going to have to work. Okay, so that means we can do this, and then I can put 2 of these like that. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Okay. Or should I do it like that? We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. Why not? We're just going to be some wild and crazy people here. Okay. We're going to use Barely Art because it sticks almost everything. It sincerely sticks almost everything. I've never had anything not stick with it unless I've put just too little glue on. Come on. Come on. Now I do have some stencils and things. So we're going to have some play with some of these. So we may be seeing a lot more cards and tags coming up and postcards and things like that, guys. And I know I tend to make a lot of that stuff, but I mean, you got to go where the creativity takes you and the inspiration takes you, right? Okay, that's not going to open, so let's just get in here. You guys, I have been up since 3 o'clock this morning. It is like 11 o'clock now. To say I'm a little tired is a tiny bit of an understatement. I knew I had to be up at 5 so that I could go to the nursing home so I could talk to the doctor about my mom, because she's got these spots on her abdomen that's bruised, but then she also had a raised bump that's real tender. Well, he said the raised bump is a cyst. The only way to get rid of that, I was like, well, do we do antibiotics? What do we do to get rid of that? And he's like, no, surgical intervention. I'm like, that's not really worth it for mom to be put under or to be numbed up just to do that. She gets sick so easily anymore. I don't want to risk that. I'm like, Mom, it's probably hurting you because of the bruising from where they gave you the shots across your abdomen when you were in the hospital. So let's just kind of wait and see how it does, okay? And she was all right with that. I might have to punch some aluminum now to sharpen those back up, because I have a feeling I just dulled the heck out of those things. That's okay. That's okay. Whoa, that's a lot of glue. That's a lot of glue. Wow, that's a lot of glue. And see, I'm going to go back and Mod Podge over this to seal it a bit. That's what Carrie did. So I'm not worried about it being completely stuck down. I just didn't realize that was going to squirt out that much. Oh, that's not even. That's a bit better. Okay, we're gonna let that set aside to dry. I'm gonna get this baby wipe so I can wipe that nozzle off because that is glue everywhere. Ah! Ah! Laptop! Stay. Stay. Come on. Be even. Oh, I like that. I think I'm going to do that. Cut that in half, or maybe have it something like that where it's an interesting shape. What can we do with that? No, we'll put this one on this. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let me get the wiped off. Get that wiped off first. I can always tell when my mom starts feeling better because she starts getting really, really hateful with me. And she did yesterday. I'm like, Mom, don't. I will leave you. I will leave you here and go finish my day. I got stuff I got to do. I actually came home and scrubbed the sink clean because it was really, really filthy. So I scrubbed the sink clean. Then I did the dishes. I did kitty litter. I washed a load of her. I did her bedding. So I got to put that in the dryer. I've got her sheets in the dryer now. I'm going to have to put her her blankets in next. Close enough. I wonder. Let's try. Nope, because that's not going to be even. So we got to try and even this side of that. That's just, see, what I'm struggling with is this uneven texture. I feel like that's what's going to capture and what I'm going to notice. This one looks more even. This is the one we're going to use. Again, this is art glitter glue. It's in a Baby Bell bottle or Sugar Bell bottle. I don't know what they're called, Baby Bell or Sugar Bell, something like that. It's in one of those bottles. Go there. I'm just trying to create some fun textures and things. They may or may not work. Who knows? It's just for the fun of it. I may go through all this and then just never use them. Who knows? Okay. I like the idea of putting that in there. Don't I have another hole punch? Just a singular hole punch? I thought I did 3. Okay, well, guess what? Where is it? There you are. Boop. 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 Yeah, I think I'm gonna have fun with this. Okay. I'm glad I didn't go with the thicker foam. I feel like I need a couple more of those singular ones. One singular sensation. Oh, that's not enough. Okay. Right. One there. One there. One there. Yep, I think that looks good. Set you off to the side to dry. We could do just some circles and things on this. Yeah, we're just gonna have a play We're just gonna have a bit of a play day. I think I want a wider one so we can get some of the bigger ones in there. Do 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 do. That'll work. They don't have to be perfect. It's better if they're not, because then you've got some fun different designs and things you can do. Okay, and then this one is going to be like back to back like that, I think. No, it looks like eyeballs. So maybe we ought to put them in a different pattern. This little one here can do these three. That to have a little bit of space in there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I want one more of this size. Then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut that off, so we've got circles that are just popping off the page. You feel me, dog? You picking up what I'm laying down? Okay. Now, going to try this. I don't know how well this is going to work, you guys. Probably be better if I used either glue gun or super glue for this, but I kind of have the art glitter out, so that's what we're using, y'all. Those are going to be set up there so they can dry peacefully without me bugging them. Okay, so we can do this with that inside. That'll make for a fun shape. Which one's more square? I feel like this one's more square. Okay with it not being on here straight because it's probably going to be stamped cockeyed anyways. There we go. Pop you in. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of these extra bits, because I think we've got enough circles going on. Now, I wonder how well this is going to cut if I try to use this. I don't know if it will or won't, guys, so we're going to try. Oh, it cuts like butter, baby. Well, why wasn't I doing that all along? Holy cow. Easy like Sunday morning. We're going to say that's about... to be a triangle. I'm just going to do this because I don't care if they're all the same, as long as they're all triangles. I was going to try and make them even, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. There's no need. These will be squares, because it's hip to be square. Or square-ish, I guess, because I'm not really being careful about how I'm cutting them. Where did that square go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll grab it in a minute. I'm gonna get some needle wings. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Square-ish. Those in. Maybe. Okay, now I've only got 2 more of these prepared, and I've got way more than that. Well, I've got 3 more prepared, but I've got way more than that I'm going to need to make. So, there we go, 1. 3, 4. I'm not for sure where it's going to go in there. Okay, I need to get this stuff out of the way because we are going to have to seal these so we can put these on them. Yeah. Right. again. Hi, Puppy Wuppy. Hi, you handsome boy. How long is this video? Oh, it's over an hour long. I guess I should close here. Okay, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.